Do you know those words that, when we hear, it seems that the mind relaxes, the heart slows down, and everything goes into a state of calm? So it is. Today's episode will take you precisely to this place, a place of peace, learning, and progress. And we start with the 30 words to use at night that will turn your English practice. But first, let me tell you something important. Have you ever felt that you are striving, you really want to learn English, but it seems that words do not stick? While as much as you try, you feel that you are far from talking naturally, like who speaks without thinking? If so, take a deep breath, because this is more common than you think. And especially, this has a solution. The truth is that one of the most powerful secrets in learning English, and that few really practices, is constant and intentional hearing, the famous listening. It is listening every day with focus and emotion that your brain begins to get used to the sounds, the rhythm, the expressions. This is how you start thinking about real English. And the most beautiful of that? You can transform any moment of your day into learning, even at night. Yes, before bed, when the body slows down and the mind is more receptive, you can hear English and absorb much more than you think. Today, I will show you words that match this moment, which bring calm, connection, and also real vocabulary. Now yes, breathe deep, and come with me on this journey. Imagine the scene. The day ends, the lights go out, the city silence. It is that moment when you can finally hear yourself. And you can also learn. It can grow. You can take another step on your journey with English. And that is why these words that I will show you now are much more than vocabulary. They are seeds. Fluency seeds, planted in the most silent minutes of the day. Let's start with a word that has power. Peace. Peace. Just speaking already gives a good feeling, isn't it? Peace is that word that fits perfectly into a phrase like, I feel peace tonight. I feel peace tonight. Simple, short, and powerful. Words like this have the gift of connecting to the language, but also with yourself. Now think to me. What if every night, did you learn not only a word, but a new emotion in English? A sensation? A mental image? This is what we are going to do here. The second word is calm. Calm. Say aloud. Calm. The tongue touches the sky of the mouth, and the word comes out smooth as the meaning itself. You can say, I need a calm night. I need a calm night. And do you know what is interesting? When you associate words with your emotional state, you fix much faster. It's not just decorating. It is living the word. We follow the next one. Dream. Dream. How many dreams did you have involved English? Talk to someone outside, get a better job, travel without fear, then keep that word with love. Dream. Use it. I have a beautiful dream. I had a beautiful dream. Or even, never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Now I want to introduce you to one that is widely used on the nights of the natives. Cozy. Cozy. This word describes that warm place with soft light, blanket, maybe a tea. This room is only cozy. This room is so cozy. Seriously. I even want to learn more just imagining, right? And here comes one of my favorites. Rest. Rest. A word that you will hear a lot and that says everything we need at the end of the day. I need some rest. I need a little rest. Simple, direct, and useful. The type of word you will use for the rest of your life if you really want to speak English naturally. Now look at this magical combination. Rest, peace, dream. Rest, peace, dream. It's almost a night mantra, don't you think? The next word is night. Night. And I know you've heard this 1,000 times. But have you really used it? Have you ever practiced by saying, good night, see you tomorrow? Or, I love the quiet of the night? It is in these simple phrases that fluency begins to take shape. Another charming word, stars. Stars. Looking at heaven is something universal. And in English, you can say, the stars are so bright tonight. The stars are so bright tonight. Or even something more poetic, such as, every star is a story, each star is a story. And you know what is the beauty of all this? You are not just learning vocabulary. You are allowing yourself to live the language with lightness, with soul. You are building memories in English. Now he hears this. Silence. Silence. It's another one of those words we feel when saying, enjoy the silence. Enjoy the silence. Look how beautiful it sounds, and how it fits perfectly in the night climate. A phrase that calms and teaches at the same time. And if you are the type who likes to reflect, this one is for you. Thoughts. Thoughts. The night is the moment they appear, right? And you can say, my thoughts are too loud tonight. My thoughts are noisy tonight. This, besides being useful for communication, is almost a therapy. It is putting in English what you feel. It is to name feelings with another language. This is freedom. And since we're talking about it, this one comes here. Quiet. Quiet. Silent. Unlike silence, which is the noun, quiet is used as an adjective. The house is quiet. The house is quiet. And you can also ask for silence with, please be quiet. Please, silence. See how real uses are? We continue with one that is pure affection. Blanket. Blanket. It may seem simple, but it is these daily life that builds your natural English. Where's my blanket? Where is my blanket? Thing from everyday life, or rather, from night to night. And if I told you that only with these words can you already create dozens of sentences, stories, thoughts, and truth. But calm, we still have much more. Now he hears this. Dim, weak, smooth, as in dim light. Weak light. It's that lamplight which helps the body relax. Words like this bring image, sensation, environment, and it makes you learn much more depth. And since we are creating this whole scenario of calm and introspection, this cannot miss. Moon. Moon. Who has never looked at the moon and thought about life? In English, you can say, the moon is full tonight. The moon is full today. Or, I love watching the moon. I love to observe the moon. Simple and beautiful. One more that fits this mood. Tired. Tired. You can use the classic, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But it can also train variations like, after work, I feel tired but happy. After work, I feel tired but happy. Look there. Feeling, context, vocabulary. Now one that makes you want to close your eyes. Relax, relax. And you can use both verb and invitation, just relax, only relaxes. Or, I like to relax before bed. I like to relax before bed. And since we are in this climate of rest and self-care, look at this. Sleep. Sleep. One of the most universal words that exist. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Sleep well. Sleep well. And so on. But it doesn't stop there. We still have many powerful words to explore together. Before you continue, take a deep breath with me. All this you are listening to, it's not just a video. It is a practice, a preparation of your brain to think of English, to feel English, to live English. And look, I know maybe you think, but is this working for me? The answer is yes, because you are listening. It is allowing yourself. It's here with me. And that already puts you very much ahead. Now let's continue in the next block, because there is a lot more to come. We finished the last block with something important. You are here. You are listening, paying attention, absorbing. And this is already real practice. It is the magic of English entering its routine, without pressure, without charge, but with intention. And it is this intention that changes everything. Let's continue because the words of the night still have a lot to teach you. The next word is one that everyone needs to understand, in English and in life. Slow, slow. Talk to me. Slow. It's almost a reminder for us to slow down, right? Take it slow, go calmly. Let's have a slow evening. Let's have a quiet night. Using words like this helps you create the mood of your sentences, as if you were painting a scene with the language. And speaking of the scene, imagine that. You, lying down, listening to soft music. And here comes that word, soft. Soft. I love soft music at night. I love soft music at night. Notice how these words describe sensations. And sensations? They are. We learn from what we feel. And speaking of feeling, look at this. Safe. Safe. I feel safe at home. I feel safe at home. At night, security becomes essential. And that is why this word connects so well. It's emotional. It is necessary. Now let's go from one that describes what we all seek at the end of the day. Quietness, tranquility, deep silence. A more poetic variation of silence or quiet. I enjoy the quietness before sleep. I enjoy tranquility before bed. This is one that you keep in your heart. Following this line, a word that natives use a lot, especially on social networks and messages. Snuggle, nesting, cozy. It's that act of bedtime, with blanket or someone. I love to snuggle with my blanket. I love me to snuggle with my blanket. It seems to sleep just listening, right? And there is another that combines beautifully with this. Warm, warm, cozy. The bed is warm. The bed is warm. A warm cup of tea. A cup of hot tea. These words smell, have temperature, feel. They make you live your tongue, not only understand. Now I want to show you one that may seem simple, but has a depth. Stillness, immobility, total stillness. I enjoy the stillness of the night. I like the stillness of the night. Words like this bring poetry to their vocabulary. And that makes you different. It makes you natural. And do you know when you just look at the ceiling, kind of thinking about life? This word is perfect. Wonder, marvel, question. I wonder about the stars. I wonder about the stars. I wonder what tomorrow will be like. I wonder what tomorrow will look like. This word carries reflection and beauty. Now think to me. What if, instead of just decorating words, you create small rituals with them? Like, repeat a sentence before bed, or create a mental scene with these words. This completely changes the way your brain stores vocabulary. You start to think with emotion, and emotion fixes more than any notebook. Let's go to one more. This one is versatile and widely used. Light, light. Turn off the light. Turn off the light. A soft light in the room. A soft light in the room. It can be noun, can be adjective. Simple and powerful. And since we talk about turning off the light, another essential word. Bedtime. Bedtime. It's my bedtime. It's my bedtime. It may seem like a child, but believe me, adults also use it. Because English is made of real context, the way they really talk. The next one is beautiful. Breeze. Breeze. I love the night breeze. I love the breeze of the night. Look what a beautiful image. A phrase you can use on a summer day looking out the window, or even in a dream. And speaking of dream, come back here with one more. Harmony. Harmony. I want to feel harmony tonight. I want to feel harmony tonight. This is not just a sentence. It is almost a meditation. And at the same time, it's vocabulary. Now let's go from a word that conveys good energy. Grateful. Grateful. I feel grateful for today. I feel grateful for today. Gratitude before bed is a transformative habit. And say that in English further reinforces the feeling. Try it today. One more that is pure feeling. Safe haven. Safe haven. My room is my safe haven. My room is my safe haven. This expression is powerful and shows that you are starting to use English in a deeper, more expressive way. And do you know when you just want to lie down and let the time pass? This word fits perfectly. Unwind. Relaxing, relaxing, getting up. I need to unwind after today. I need to relax after today. This is the face of the nights of rest. One more of those essentials. Pillow, pillow. I can't sleep without my pillow. I can't sleep without my pillow. Word of every day, simple, practical, real. And it is this kind of vocabulary that will give you confidence to speak with fluency. And now, look at this beauty. Moonlight. Lusta moon. The moonlight is beautiful tonight. The light of the moon is beautiful today. Is it or is it not a word that makes you want to use? Only there is more. Because now we go to one that carries positive energy. Hope. Hope. I go to be with hope. I'm going to sleep with hope. This phrase, said aloud, already calms the heart. And when English touches the heart, we never forget. There is also this that represents transition, change. Twilight. Twilight. That moment between the day and the night. Twilight is my favorite time. Twilight is my favorite moment. Thus, words expand your vocabulary and your worldview at the same time. And speaking of worldview, we have the word reflection. Reflection. Night is a time for reflection. The night is a moment to reflect. Look what a beautiful phrase to finish the day. And here is one of the most spoken in modern English. Mindful, conscious, present. I try to be mindful before sleep. I try to be present before bed. This word carries the whole idea of full attention, which is super present in the lives of the natives. And to end this block with a strong, beautiful, and simple word, good night. Good night. Because it is with her that most conversations end at night. Good night, my friend. Good night, my friend. Good night and sweet dreams. Good night and good dreams. Now think to me. You just met, real, 30 words that have everything to do with the night. But not just that. You lived these words. He imagined, felt, visualized, and that is the true learning. Do you know what I want you to understand today? It is that learning English is not just about studying. It's about feeling. It is about creating memories with words. And when you do that, English is no longer an obligation and becomes part of who you are. You are building a new vocabulary, but you are also building a new you. So, we got here. What a journey, right? You just learned, and more than that, to feel 30 words that have everything to do with the night. Words that are not just sounds or translations. These are invitations. Invitations to turn the end of your day into a moment of learning, of connection with yourself, and with the English. Let us remember quickly. We talk about peace, rest, silence, warmth, stars, moon, dreams, reflection, hope, words that play, which describe real scenes and also deep feelings. And that is exactly what will lead you to fluency, to approach language in a natural, emotional, and constant way. Because look, nobody learns English overnight to the day, but it is precisely at night that you can plant the most valuable seeds. Those minutes before bed when everything is calmer are perfect to hear, repeat, imagine. It is in this silence that your brain is more open, lighter, more receptive to learn. And if you create the habit of listening to these words, to say these sentences, every day, even for a few minutes, you'll be surprised at how much you can evolve in less time than you think. And here is a tip that can change your pace of study. Create a night ritual with English. It can be simple. Put a soft song in English. Repeat some of the words you learned today. Write a sentence on your notebook, one per night. Or simply, listen to this video again, with eyes closed, just letting the mind absorb. You will realize that gradually English will stop being something distant and will become part of your life. And I want to tell you something now, right from the bottom of my heart. You are capable. Even on the days when it seems difficult. Even when it beats discouragement. Fluency is built with small actions, made with constancy and courage. And you just took a huge step just for being here. So don't stop now. Continue. Use this moment of the night to strengthen your mind, your trust, and your English. And if this video made sense to you, if you helped you somehow, I ask you with love, you subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive the next episodes, and leaves here in the comments which word of the night the most played you today. Which of them will take to life? Thanks for letting me get in at your moment of peace. Thank you for trusting me to be part of your journey with English. Now go there. Practice a word today. Only one. And tomorrow, another. When you least expect it, you will be dreaming and living in English. Good night. Sweet dreams. And never, never stop learning. We see each other in the next video. Until then.